Welcome back to Timmy's Kitchen, and today we're making turkey wings with some beans. I have a can of navy beans and I have a can of Catalina beans. So you could basically use any beans that you would like with this. It doesn't matter, just whatever beans you like, you could use this. So for my seasoning, I have onion powder, oregano leaves, paprika, basil, all-purpose seasoning, black pepper, and Badea complete seasoning. And so these are all my seasoning that I have going in here for right now. Later on, I might add a little bit of coriander powder once I put my beans in. So if you guys want to see how I make this beans turkey wing with beans, stay tuned. Okay, right now I'm just going to go ahead and season up my turkey wings. I already put all my seasoning on there, and I just basically use a teaspoon of each seasoning, and that's it. So my all-purpose seasoning have a good amount of salt in it, so I didn't add any extra salt. If you don't want to use the all-purpose seasoning, or if you're using an all-purpose seasoning that does not have salt, you could go ahead and add your salt to taste. Mine has the salt in it, so I don't add any additional salt. And that's it. I'm just going to go ahead and season this up, and then on my stove I have a pot. This is my pot with water. I have about a cup of water in here, and I'm just going to turn my eye on to medium high. I'm going to let that come to a nice simmer, and then I'm going to go ahead and put in my turkey wings. My turkey wings are going to go for about at least an hour before I add in my beans. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead, let this get going. I'm gonna go ahead and season up my turkey wings, and we'll be right back. So this is what our turkey wings are looking like after I've seasoned them up. I'm just gonna let it sit here for a little bit. I'm gonna cover it while my water is boiling up. Okay, I see you guys back here in a bit. All right, you guys, here we are. I've put my turkey wings in the pot. I'm going to cover them, and they're going to go for 1 hour. So after about 30 minutes, I'm going to turn them over, and we'll be back, okay? I'll see you guys back here in 30 minutes where I turn this over. And if in the 30-minute time you need any additional water, you would just add some additional water only to cover the turkey wings. That's about it. I'm going to keep my eye at medium. I don't want to go any higher than that. I want to take my time while cooking this. So I'll see you guys back here in about 30 minutes, okay? Okay, you guys, it's been 30 minutes, and I've added in some water, and I'm just going to give my turkey wings just a turn, okay? And after this, we're going to let it cook for another 30 minutes, and then after that, I'll be back, okay? All right, here we are, you guys. It's been about 15 minutes since the last time we checked our turkey wings. I turned it down just a notch. The water is drying out, so I'm going to go ahead and add some additional water, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I've added in some water. It was warm water. It wasn't boiling, but it was warm. It was from my kettle. So this is what we looking like. I'm gonna cover it again, and we're gonna go ahead and let it go for additional 15 minutes. And once that 15 minutes is up, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my beans, and we're gonna let that cook for another 15 to 20 minutes. So I see you guys back here when it's time to add in our beans, okay? All right, y'all, we got 2 minutes left on our timer for our beans. For our turkey wings. So we let it cook for 1 hour. I've emptied out my cans of beans and I have washed them off to get all of that ooey gooey off of them. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and dump it in. All right, and we're just gonna stir that up. I'm gonna let that cook for about 20 to 30 minutes additional time, and I'm gonna check it at 15 minutes, and if the water has dried down, I'm gonna add some additional water to it. Okay, and then we'll be back. If the turkey wings is all nice and tender, I'm gonna go ahead and plate it up. Now I'm serving this over rice, and you can serve it over whatever you want. Quinoa, mashed potatoes, by itself with some cornbread on the side, whatever you want. Now another thing that I forgot to say is you do not need you don't have to make this with canned beans. You can make this with dried beans, and you could go ahead and make it like that, the same process. But I would soak your beans overnight, cook your beans first, and then add in your turkey. Probably let your turkey go on the side, and then put your turkey in there halfway when your beans are halfway cooked, and then put it in there. I would use the same seasoning for my beans as I put with the turkey wings. If you want to use a different kind of beans, you can use different kind of beans. Whatever makes you happy, whatever kind of beans you like, you go ahead and you throw that in there. If you're a canner and you canned up some beans and you like, okay, what I'm gonna do with it, I got a lot of beans, try this out, give it a try. Okay, so I'll be back here in 15 minutes to check and see how tender my turkey wings and my beans are, and then I'm gonna go ahead, if it's all nice and tender, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off, and we're gonna call it a day, and I'll plate it up and let you guys see. Okay, see you guys back here in a bit. Okay, you guys, so I'm sorry about that. I forgot two things to tell you guys. So in the pot that I had boiling on the stove in the water before I added the turkey wings, I added in an additional half teaspoon of my all-purpose seasoning. Now you can do that or you don't have to do that, okay? And what I did was, in my bowl that I seasoned up my turkey wings, whatever seasoning I had left in there, I just poured about a half a cup of water and I mixed that around, and I got my seasonings off of there, as you can see, and then I added it to this water. And this is where we're at. This is what we're looking like. Our turkey wings is covered, okay? Covered as much as I would like. You don't want to overwater this now. Now you're going to have a whole soupy mess. Okay, so that's what I forgot to tell you guys. I'll see you back here in a bit.
Mommy, I want my chocolate cake, Mommy. I want my chocolate cake for my birthday. I need my chocolate cake. I need my
Okay, guys, here we are. We are at the 15-minute mark, and sorry about the beeping. Our turkey wings are almost there. Okay, our beans are nice and tender. Our tips are nice and tender. Sorry about that. Really tender, which is good. That's what we want. We want to take a bite into it and have no problem. But I'm just going to let our turkey wings go for another 15 minutes because I want it to be really, really, really tender, okay? As you see, our beans are done. They're nice and tender. I'm just going to let this go for about 15 minutes. Let some more of the water dry down. I have beeping all over. I'm going to let some more of the water dry down with our beans, thicken up just a little bit, and we'll be back. Now we're just going to cover this and we're going to let it go for the additional time that we have our timer set for. And then once that is done, I will be back and we're going to plate it up over some rice so you can see what it's looking like. Okay. Okay guys, we have approximately 5 minutes left down on our beans and turkey wings. This is what we're looking at so far. If you guys want your turkey wings and beans to be like a thicker sauce, one, use less water. Don't put a lot of water in there. Two, what you want to do is mash out some of the beans. Mash the beans within it, and it'll help thicken up your sauce. The other thing that you could do is add flour, about 2 teaspoons of flour in a cup. Mix it up with some cold water and put it in here, and you'll have your desired thickness. But all you got to do is just mash out your beans and mash some of your beans within it, and you will get this. Okay, so I'm gonna let it go for the last 5 minutes. We're gonna plate this up and you guys gonna see how wonderfully delicious this looks. I really hope you guys give this a try. Okay, our turkey wings are nice and tender, our beans are fully cooked. Okay, everything is going so good, and it smells absolutely fabulous. So the other thing that I wanted to emphasize is you guys could definitely do this with home canned beans or dry beans. This is just a quick meal. I prefer to use dry beans, let it soak overnight, and then cook it down and then add my meat to it and eat it like that. But this is quick. I want dinner on the table and you can have a delicious meal in about an hour and a half. Okay, it just takes some time to cook your turkey wings down. Now if you don't like your turkey wings as tender as mine, you could completely stop this process at 1 hour, because at the 1 hour mark they were cooked. I just wanted them to be extra tender. You could stop that process at the 1 hour mark. Okay, so we'll be back, plate it up so you guys can see. Okay you guys, so we are all done with. Okay guys, here we are. Our turkey wings and beans is all done, and this is what we're looking like. Okay, I hope you guys give this a try. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching.